Hey all, TC here. Another video, another haul video. A couple weeks ago, two hip chicks, Dawn and Mary, decided to try their own auction. They hadn't done one before. They'd participated in other ones, but never had their own before. And it went over so well, they're doing one every other week or so now. And on that very first auction, I picked up some good vinyl, including a lot of several 45s. Here it is. And I'm a 45 person. You haven't seen any of my 45 collection yet because it's still in the closet. I haven't finished my work around in here yet, but when I do, I'll have access and I can actually start showing some of the cool stuff I have. But I thought I'd run these by you quickly. Some of them I know, some of them I don't know, and a couple of them I actually really wanted. I thought they were really cool. Most of them are from the 60s or early 70s, although there's a couple that go back further than that. So let's just run through them real quick. First up is Sock It To Me Baby by Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels on New Voice, which I've never heard of this label. That's one thing I really like about this is I've got a bunch of labels here that I don't have. Stood Up and Waitin' in School from Ricky Nelson, still billed as Ricky Nelson there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's Alright and Just Don't Know by Adam Faith with the Roulettes on Amy Records. I don't have anything on the Amy label, that's for sure. Classic from Paul Revere and the Raiders, Kicks and Shake It Up on Columbia. From Smash, this is a cutout, which is really cool because you don't see very many cutout 45s anymore. If I Were a Magician and Be My Girl from the Four Evers on Smash. Darlin' and Three-Handed Woman by Lenny Welsh on Cadence. I don't have any of these labels, very few of them. I've never seen a Warner Brothers label that looked like this. This is interesting. But this is a classic song, Cookie Cookie Lend Me Your Comb by Ed Burns, along with You're the Top, on a pink Warner Brothers label. I've never seen that before. So that's very cool. Just Couldn't Look Anymore and The Girl Who Lives Next Door by Dennis Bell on Imperial. I Walk the Line #2 and Talk Back Blubberin' Lips from Ben Coulter. That's actually Sheb Woolley and his alter ego is comedian Ben Coulter. On MGM, of course. I don't have any on that style label. I have two in here now. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. I just noticed that. To See You Go and Two Hearts by Joe K. Prater and the Huron Valley Boys on Kale Records. And I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull it really close. The address on that is Newark, Ohio. I lived there for years. My mom is from that area. I gotta look that up a little bit more. I gotta do some more research. Lots of fun. Soul Serenade and Mercy, Mercy, Mercy by Willie Mitchell on High Records. Cuckoo Oberek and Hey Cavalier Polka by the Musical Stars on something called Dino Records. This doesn't look familiar. Dedicated Follower of Fashion and Sitting on My Sofa, classic stuff from the Kinks on Reprise, of course. Nothing's New and 3 O'Clock in the Morning by Bert Kempfert and his orchestra on the Classic Decca label. I don't know if I still have some of these in my collection or not. I did have when I was very small. Another classic MGM, Wonderful World and Traveling Light by Herman's Hermits. I have several of their albums, but no singles. That's very cool. Venus and Hot Sand by The Shocking Blue on Colossus Records. Another classic novelty song on ARRRRGHHH Records, I believe. Mr. Custer and Okie Finokie Two-Step by Larry Verne. Label's kind of marred there, so that's what it looks like. Another one I had as a kid, the label I mean, Darling Be Home Soon and Darling Companion by the Lovin' Spoonful on the classic Kama Sutra label. When I was little, I had Do you ever want to make up your mind? I think the song was called. I don't know if I still have it or not. On HBR Records, I'm not familiar with this one either. Farmer John and She Left Me All Alone by Tidal Waves. I'm not familiar with them or the label. This is going to be lots of fun researching this stuff. Buy Now, Pay Later and Great Somewhere by the Vales on Belmont Records. Old address has got the old zip code, Hollywood 28, California. And a classic from Three Dog Night, Eli's Coming and Circle for a Landing on the classic Dunhill label, or ABC Dunhill at this point. And two other ones that were really fancy sleeve, which I'd never had anything like this before, ever. So this is very cool. Tchaikovsky's Marsh Slave and Kettlebees in a Persian Market by the Boston Pops, conducted by Arthur Fiedler, in a very stiff picture sleeve. There's the album. You show that real good so Steve can get a good look at it, because I bet it's an arty feety he doesn't have. And finally, a box set of several 45s from RCA Victor, Just a Song at Twilight. Cities Service Green and White Quartet. Now, what I found really interesting about this, each one of these is separated by one of these pages. There's no 45 sleeves. The records in this album have not been placed in individual paper sleeves. Sleeves were designed originally to serve as a protective device for records and labels during shipment. In the case of 45 RPM records, however, a device of this nature becomes unnecessary. The raised label on 45s fully prevents any harmful contact between the grooved surfaces of the records during shipment. Paper separations, such as this sheet, are designed to protect record labels during shipping. They have no other useful function and may be discarded at your convenience if records are stored properly thereafter in album containers. They don't know collectors very well. The songs on here are Oh Miss Hannah and Drink to Me Only with Thine Eyes, classic RCA Victor. And then in between that one and the next one, we got an RCA Victor ad. Then Trees and I Love You Truly and A Perfect Day. Again, these are all by Cities Service Green and White Quartet. Another advertisement. Love's Old Sweet Song and Sylvia. There's another advertisement, which are really good. These are like paper thin. They're hard to get out of there. See if you can see that there. It might be too close. There we go. A Spirit Flower and Ma Lindy Lou. And finally, another seller and a little note about the group. So it's basically an album in 45 form. It's very, very unique. My buddy Katie over at over at Vintage and Vinyl has a couple of these for Christmas stuff with Bing Crosby that I was just like, wow, those are cool. So those are the 45s. In a separate haul, I got 5 albums. And I gotta be honest, one of them I'm not really familiar with at all. Now, my turntable is here. It's not set up yet. I got to finish setting it up. And I actually only really wanted 3 of these. 2 more than others. And then the third one was just gravy. This one was my first pick. Cher's Take Me Home. I do not have this album. Love this song. And it's got a lot of good stuff on it. And Rita Coolidge's Satisfied, another album by Rita, who I love. The one that I was wanting that was sort of good is Supertramp's Even in the Quietest Moments. This has Even in the Quietest Moments. I'll get it right. This has Give a Little Bit on it, of course. One of their better-known albums before Breakfast in America came out. And then another one that I like, but I wasn't really, didn't matter to me, but I like it. Enoch Light and the Light Brigade, Magnificent Movie Themes. Includes Zorba the Greek, Chim Chim Cheree. Oh, good. Know the Shadow of Your Smile. Yay! And the album that I don't really know much about, but I know they're a big hit in the early 70s. The debut, I believe, by Uriah Heep. I know nothing about these guys. Email me in the comments, or email me, or leave me a comment in the comment below. Let me know about this, because I don't know if this is my kind of music or not. I think it's progressive, isn't it? I really don't know. I'll listen to it shortly, and if I don't like it, it'll probably be up for grabs somewhere. The other 4 probably will not be. So those are my haul from the 2 Hip Chicks' first big auction. Dawn and Mary, thank you. Had another one last night. I didn't pick up any records. Everybody was outbidding me. And another person participating, Greg, had some great cassette singles, but I got outbid there too. So the one I got yesterday was a couple of Minions. You'll see them on the wall eventually. In any case, I hope you like what I've shown you. If you have any information about any of these 45s or the labels, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up to let me know you like it. Join me on social media. My social media links are usually somewhere on the page or wherever. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm going to be doing more and more. And, of course, there's a little flash thing that comes up for those. And I just want to keep hearing from you. So let me know what you think. Until next time, I'm TC. Bye-bye.